What is up, next level? Okay, I want to bring you this training on the intro to basic sales conversations. And the one thing that I want you to keep in mind during this training is that it is literally just a conversation. Like two people having a conversation. One person has a problem that requires a solution, and the other person is positioning themselves to be that problem solver or the solution. So let's jump right in. So the best sales conversation that you can possibly have is not a presentation. First things first, your prospects do not want a presentation from you about your program. The last thing they want is to listen to you drone on and on about how amazing it is and how amazing you are. What they do want to know is how you are going to help them. Period. End of story. How are you going to solve their problem that they currently have? So to better prepare and help you achieve shorter sales cycles, higher close rates, increased revenues, and happier customers, we need to realize that there's one hard truth about selling. It's not that you can't sell, you just don't understand how to diagnose your prospects' problems. And their problems actually drive the sale, not your program. And if you can't learn to diagnose their problem, then nothing is going to save you. So the problem drives the sale. Being good with sales has everything to do with your ability to diagnose your prospect's problem and the impact that it is having on them. You guys have to remember that the problems that our clients have or our prospects have more problems that are more deep rooted than just like meal plans and workouts, right? Those are just like service level solutions. Okay. There are like much deeper impacts, like emotional impact that your prospects are probably dealing with that it's up to you to uncover. The goal should always be on improving the skill of your diagnosing, as it will change the way that you sell and also stop being the reason why you're losing sales. So remember, some truths about selling. If there's no problem, then there's no sale. You have to bridge the gap in every sale. Sales are about change. Your prospects do not like change. Sales are definitely emotional, not logical. Your prospects embrace change when they see that it's worth it. You have to ask why to get to your yes, to get to your close, and you have to paint a future state that your prospect wants to reside in. And remember, again, nobody gives a shit about you or your program. It's about them. So, back up to the top, no problem, then no sale. You have to find the problem and its impact on your prospect. Bridging the gap is taking them in from their current state, which is a position of pain or whatever impact that they're having, to a desired future state of where they want to reside, what their goals are, where they want to go. Sales are about change. Your prospect feels the need for change and literally has inquired about that change, or else they wouldn't be sitting in front of you. But they don't like change. Even if they want it, it's just human behavior. We're just adverse to change. And sales are always going to be emotional because change is emotional. Therefore, your sales are going to be emotional. Prospects embrace change when it's worth it. The future state that they want to get to becomes worth the price of admission when you have created and painted a picture of value and solution to get them from the current state to the future state. Asking the question why chips away the surface layer to discover your prospect's pain and their motivations. And you have to paint a picture of their desired outcome. And that picture has to be something that they can completely see themselves within, and they see you getting them there. And again, going back to nobody giving a shit about you, this is completely about your prospect and your client. not you. So don't make it about you and your program. So let's talk about the current state. This is where your prospect resides presently. This is where they have the most emotional impact. This is where their pain resides. This is the state that they are asking you to get them out of. And you have to understand that their current state is just not something along the lines or something as vague as, I want to lose weight, or I just want to lead a healthier lifestyle. These things are very vague and they're very surface level. So you have to dig deeper. The future state, this is where your prospect wants to go. This is their goals. This is their outcome. This can be the picture that you paint of where they want to reside. And the bridge or the gap. In its simplest terms, this is what you build to bring your prospect out of their current state, which is where they reside in pain and emotional impact, to their desired future state, which is their goal achievement. The value of your sale rests here in the bridge or the gap. So, some basics in sales conversations. The close always happens at the beginning. You're always going to be asking questions and discovering more about your prospect right out of the gate. The sale is basically going to be won or lost here because it is in the beginning when you start to get various smaller yeses, which are minor or micro commitments towards the big yes, the macro commitment, which is the closing of the sale. So if you don't get enough information, if you misdiagnose their problem, if you skip over the prospect's desired future state, you will lose the sale more times than not, period. So we have to make sure that we are doing these things during the discovery phase. So the practice. Selling takes practice, and you have to put yourself out there and experience the good with the bad. You are going to face objections. Not everyone is going to be a fit for you and your program. As a matter of fact, you may have a consultation with somebody where they are just not an ideal client for you, and that is okay. You're going to lose sales. You're going to win sales. And all of this is part of the landscape of sales. So, what we need to do from this point is put ourselves out there, go practice having conversations, discovering your prospect's current state, finding out what their desired future state is, or painting a picture of a future state that they want to reside in, and then become the solution that bridges the gap from one to the other. That is your job. That is your goal. And that is how you increase close rates in your sales from a very basic, broad overview. Hope you guys gained some value from this quick training. Catch you on the flip side.